what's up, guys? It's Ralph Horn back in effect. Finally getting back on here after who knows how many months. But like I said, I had some stuff come up, a lot of stuff come up, working and running back and forth and all that. But like I said, I'm taking some time off on a hiatus. Might not even return at all, to be honest. But we'll see how it all goes. Right now, I'm leaning towards not. But so this little segment, it'll be about basically reaching out to people in the industry, or really doing your research at the same time. Because when I got into it, I didn't know. I use kind of common sense. I mean, I don't know why people don't have common sense. If you don't have common sense, use uncommon sense, I guess. But when I first started reaching out to companies and stuff like that, not even companies, what I would do is, and it would take me hours, like it would take me literally hours. I would sit on my phone for hours, and I would get on Instagram and I would get on Twitter. And what I would do was, you go to a porn star's page on Instagram, okay, or Twitter, and not everyone's profile says, oh, well, I shoot porn, or hey, I direct porn, yada yada yada. That's not the way it works. So with all that being said, you literally have to go through people's friends list. And what I would do is, excuse my justice a little bit, but what I would do is I would go and look at people, kind of stereotype them a little bit, and be like, you look like you work a camera. You look kind of creepy and like you direct stuff on the low ski or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or just go into their page overall. Look at who they follow. Look at what they got on their page. And I would hit. Sometimes you hit. So never reach out to the porn star. The porn star can't put you on. The porn star does not own anything. I get a bunch of people, oh man, put me on, do this and that. I don't own nothing. I don't run nothing. So I can't put you on. I'm sorry. I could slip out of directors, info or something like that. But why would I do that? Why are you going to put yourself on the line, especially how hard it takes to get into it? You give somebody this man's phone number. Now he got you messed up, or she got you messed up, either or, and now they looking at you crazy. So no, I would never do anything like that. That's just like anybody in regular life. You're not gonna give someone's phone number away if it's unwarranted, or you didn't screen it or whatever beforehand. But I would go on Instagram and Twitter, excuse me, and I would literally go through their friends list. I don't care how long it took. And once I found somebody, if they had the right information, whether it was just their social media, or if it was their email, if they got an email, I'm running that email. Hey, my name's such and such. I was looking to get into the industry and this, that, and the other. Now, I was lucky because I had a nice look about myself. I have a different kind of look than what was really going on in porn at the time. The only other guy that was looking like me was Jason Love, as far as the tattoos and all that all over the place. And then of course at the same time, porn is politics, but we'll go over that in another video. And if you're black, it's one way; if you're white, it's another way. But like I said, we'll go over that in a whole nother little segment in video. I'll try to go over whatever I can. Like I said, if y'all got questions, drop it down the box. I'll answer or respond, or I'll make a segment for your question that you specifically asked. If I didn't answer your question, or if I finished making this whole thing and I haven't, if you're still like, oh man, well, what about this, that, and the other, I'll make another segment. So, anyway, once I got that info, and it still took me, it took me a little over a year to finally get someone to actually respond. But as far as just reaching out and stuff like that, go on people's Instagrams, go on their Twitters, look at the people they follow, and look at some of the guys that look like they could be cameramen. Look at some of the guys that can be directors, and kind of reach out. But at the same time, now I didn't have to. Like I said, I had a distinct look that people liked and stuff like that. thankfully I take care of myself and I try to keep myself in the best shape possible, no matter what, not just for porn, but in life, period. But nowadays, well, now, yes, you will definitely need some content. I have no content. I never shot anything. I've never been on camera. I wasn't one of those guys that was, oh man, I'm with this hot chick. Let me film this. Let's get it popping. Nah, I'm not one of them dudes. That kind of come off as creepo to me. You know what I'm saying? So I would, I didn't have no content or anything like that. Now, you gotta have some content. Unless you just know somebody that knows somebody and that could just put you on. Which some people do. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a difference between shooting something on your phone here or in your own personal space with your lady friend. Even if you have OnlyFans, it's different from being on a porn set and then shooting in your own personal comfort. Because porn sometimes ain't gonna put you in your most personal comfort. A lot of me having to shoot with some girls that I would never have sex with in real life. But if they're gonna pay me for it, sure. Sure, I'll knock down big old Susie Q. I'll knock down big Shirley with the gravy. Yeah, I'll knock her right on down. You pay me that cash, you know what I'm saying? But take the time out and research. With anything. That's with anything. I know the internet doesn't have this giant library of how to get into it. They have a giant library of to watch it. But how to get into it is very limited nowadays. It's been limited for forever. You have a few guys that, give you some insight and stuff like that on different little channels and stuff like that. So, but you still at the end of the day have to do your own research and put yourself out there to reach out and stuff like that. But get yourself some content. Get, at least, make a OnlyFans and have some, some videos and not none of these dark ass homemade videos. Unfortunately, I cracked my phone, so my shit might be kind of crazy looking right now. But, once I come up, my video quality gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? But, and my editing. But, like I said, you have to take the time out. I used to sit on my phone for like 3-4 hours, just going through people's friends list. Okay, no. There's a lot of no's. There is a lot of no's. Shit, there's a lot of no's when you get into porn, depending on what you look like, who you trying to get with, what color you are, like I said, we'll go over that. There's a lot more to it than what people think it is, especially actually doing it. You see the finished product. You see what I want you to see at the end of the day. Same thing when you go on Pornhub and all that other stuff. That's why they got OnlyFans and stuff like that now, so people can kind of have the behind the scenes. Companies wasn't giving you no behind the scenes. No. They're not doing that. They're not. Which is great for the porn stars now because people don't have to rely on studios anymore. Now, if you're a contracted porn star, then you're good to go. As long as you keep that up, do your thing. But wasn't nobody doing that. So now, porn stars have a little bit more breathing room and more room to actually kind of innovate and do things on their own and give insight. On thing, YouTube, giving me the platform to do this. You know what I'm saying? My thing ain't popping yet, but I'm hoping that it kind of gets out there and we can kind of reach that at some point. But I'll give it to you. I give it to you how this is just my personal point of view and how I myself personally. Like I said in the other video, this is me personally and my experiences through everything that I'm gonna post on here. This is how I did it. Now, I can't speak for anybody else and none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's like you working at a new job and then somebody comes up to you and tell you this person's like that and this, that, and the other. Ho. I don't know none of that yet. They ain't released that information to me or that personality to me yet, so I can't really go off that. I can only go off of what I know and what I've been shown and introduced to. So, but at the end of the day, just take the time out and research and stuff, man. Another thing I did was, which people and some other porn stars, they were kind of hyped about it, like I said, use common sense or use uncommon sense. Me at the same time, I try to think outside the box. So I'm like, boom, okay, I know this producer. I know he's a big time producer. Never met him before, whatever, whatever. But common sense, a lot of these people are not gonna answer them DMs. All right, especially on social media and all that. They ain't about to, you got a better chance of going in their emails. But a really good chance is what I do. I'll pay for their OnlyFans, and then boom, bust their ass up. Excuse me, should have cut it because they won't monetize if you cuss and all that. So I'd be forgetting about that. But what I do is, like I said, I'll go on their OnlyFans. I'll pay for their OnlyFans, hit them up in a DM, and then shoot, I'll tip them. $10, $20. You know what I'm saying? Read my little message. I'm getting a little $10, $20 as long as they read it. And I've had hits back from everyone that I've done like that. Now, one of them sucked. One of them, I only got one where one person didn't hit me back. And then sometimes you do find people, or, you know, some girls where they're just like buttholes. And, you know what I'm saying? I hit up Havana Ginger one time. If we all know who that is. We all know who that is if we've watched, you know, porn from back in the day. Everybody knows who Havana Ginger is. But, you know, she gave me a rude response. And I was just like, I ain't come at you like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's no need to come at me like that. But, you know, you'll find out how some porn stars are if you actually get into it or if you actually talk to them. Some of them are actually buttholes. A lot of them. Some of the women be so pressed or so into themselves, you know, that, you know, it'd be, you know, we'll get into that too in another video as well, as far as, you know, people and inside the industry and stuff like that, and what kind of little smoke and mirrors. And, you know, when I say smoke and mirrors, it's some real smoke and mirrors. And a lot of you, I would suggest a lot of you get off of there when you really want to see them and see how it's done or whatever. Not really see how it's done because you can't really go anywhere. You just meet them at the expos, Exotica, XBiz, and AVNs or whatever you may go to. Yeah, you need to see them off of social media and see if you still find that person to be, whether it's their personality or their look. See if that person's still that same person when you go to one of them conventions. Because I went to one, but that's all the hell I needed. Because some of them girls, I was just like, girl, you look like a whole different person from Instagram and Twitter. Without them filters and that makeup, girl, please. The majority of you came out of a store. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to post up my next video in a little bit once I get through running and editing and all this. But I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. I appreciate you guys for watching. And, you know, if you, hey, hit the like, subscribe, all that, please. You know, anything I'm appreciative of. I'm going to drop the Cash App on here if anybody wants to be generous. Not saying you have to, because that's your personal choice. I'm not about to, oh my gosh, they didn't cash at me. Good gosh, I'm not going to get any. You know, some porn stars be like that where they call you cheap or whatever. I ain't tripping off that, man. Everybody got their own little, you know, everybody lives their own everyday lives. And another thing before I get off of this, a lot of these porn stars don't live the way you think they do. So when they call you broke, some of they, I can't cuss, some of they selves, they be broke too. Because I've been to some places with some of them. All right. So don't let all of it fool you. I mean, some of them you can see who is and who ain't, but some of them you need to. It's really not the way it appears. So, you know, just try to remember that. But y'all take care, man. I'm gonna drop another video for y'all. I'm gonna try to actually do all these videos while I'm still here in Tampa this week. Hopefully I can get them all up, but y'all take care, man. I appreciate the love. Deuces.